host the Beauxbatons. Penny asks, task you with convincing her visiting Beauxbatons pen friend to transfer to Hogwarts. Make a good impression to own your very own Beauxbatons uniform and a special gift for your dome room that holds gems. Sick. Oh, we got gifts. What's the gifts? We got... Okay. Oh. I bet I'm not the best witch at Hogwarts, but of all the resident schools, is she French toast? Is the French toast at Beauxbatons just called toast? Is this the visiting pen friend you wanted me to meet? Ariel is a student at Beauxbatons Academy of Magic in France. We are in the same year, and she's even a potions whiz like me. You must be Dr. Stain. Penny has told me so much about you. Good things, I hope. So what brings you to Hogwarts? Ariel is thinking of transferring from Beauxbatons to Hogwarts. Sorry, I'm just so excited that I may get to go to school with you. Moi aussi, me too. But before I make my decision, I want to see if Hogwarts is right for me. You're in good hands, Ariel. Penny is an excellent guide to Hogwarts. About that, Ariel, do you mind if Darkos and I talk privately for a moment? That it is not a problem. Penny, I will go look around a bit. What did you want to talk about, Penny? I told Ariel you were going to show her around. Wouldn't you rather do it? I wish I could, but Ariel, visits is coming at a bit of a bad time. I've got an important potions project that's due soon. If I want to have any hope of turning it in on time, I need to devote my entire focus to it. Good point. Ariel should make the most of her time at Hogwarts and experience everything there is to offer. She's not going to get that watching me do schoolwork all day. That's nothing a quick chat can't fix. I'll go get her. Penny, I thought about it a while ago. And I have decided I will be Ariel's guide to Hogwarts after all. I'm so glad. What about showing Ariel around excites you the most? You're always helping me. I'm just grateful I finally have the opportunity to help you. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Clearly, Penny is not exaggerating when you describe you in her letters. It is quite the generous offer, and I'm eager to see the rest of the school. And let's get started. Excellent. You should take a hint. I heard the food at Beauxbatons is amazing. Don't think I didn't notice you sneaking in here. Is this the Hogwarts potions classroom? It is darker than I imagine. How does one find anything in here? There you are. I was worried you'd miss potions. I knew a potions class without Dane sounds too good to be true. This is Ariel Dumont. She's Penny is Penfern from Beauxbatons Academy. Pleased to meet you. I'm considering transferring to Hogwarts, so Tacos has shown me around. Hogwarts is the best. You're going to love it here. Actually, I'm quite interested in meeting your potions professor. Choose your next words carefully. Rather good ambassador for the Hogwarts teaching staff. Smooth. I assume you have a good reason for bringing a non-student to class? I'm well aware of who she is. What I'm not aware of is why that means you can break class. Because Ariel's is the best pushing you in her class back at Beauxbatons. When I told her I would love the opportunity to challenge myself. You look disappointed. Contraire, it was quite informative. It's just, how do I put this? We would be studying alchemy and potions. I love alchemy, and I thought this was an opportunity to learn even more about it. We don't know much about alchemy. That is going to make things difficult. It has plenty of other interesting classes you can take right now. We can go over them while we continue our tour. A bit of fresh air is nice. The sound of rippling water really relaxes me. This is the courtyard. We come here often between classes to hang out, and there's a great view of the clock tower if you look up. Plus, the fountain is a great reading spot. Je suis désolé. I'm sorry, but I'm upset we will not learn more about alchemy. But let's talk about other classes. Did any of those classes sound interesting? Are you paying attention? I was just thinking I would like to take a look around the courtyard by myself, if that's alright, I suppose, but why? Picture myself here. I will only be a moment. She's up to something suspicious. We went over the classes we take at Hogwarts, but instead of asking questions, Ariel seemed more interested in searching in the courtyard. Now that you mention it, it's rather strange how she's distracted and disinterested. You may be right, but what would she be searching for and why? I'm ready to continue the tour. You may like to see what a well-lit classroom is like. It's so cozy as Penny described. It's a pity Professor Flitwick isn't around. You'd love him. He's one of the nicest professors. When you're in the real state, he'll even make cupcakes to do a little dance to cheer you up. If you'd like, we can find him and ask him to walk you through the charms. That sounds nice, but would you mind if I look around instead? You wouldn't rather go walk? He'd be one of your main professors if you transfer. We need to talk anyways. What do you want to talk about? Ariel, actually. Yes, I'm more sure than ever that she's up to something, but I know how we can get proof. watch as she toes the classroom. What do you think? It looks like we were right. Definitely seems like she's searching for something. Ariel's behavior seems off. If I were considering transferring to a new school, I'd want to know everything that I could. But she hasn't been interested in anything we have told her. It's almost as if Ariel isn't interested in transferring to Hogwarts at all. To spy on Hogwarts, to search for ghost vaults. Perhaps she was sent by someone to spy on Hogwarts. But who would want to spy on Hogwarts? It could be anyone, even but Beauxbatons itself. We are a rival school after all. Even a Triwizard tournament that we competed in together centuries ago was more of a friendly competition. But that would explain why Ariel is poking around the school so much. Still, without concrete proof, we can't be sure Ariel is up to anything. We better what? Better continue the tow before it gets too late. Madame Maxime, our headmistress, sent me an owl with a request to meet with you. She wants to see me. She says it is time she returns your hospitality and teaches you about life as a Beauxbaton student. But whatever you do, do not ask her size or whether she is half giant. She is quite sensitive. Is waiting in the great hall. While learning about life at Beauxbatons, you convince the mysterious Ariel to open up. Transferring to a new school sounds crazy, scary. And here I thought Hagrid was tall. I asked Madame Maxime if she was a half giant, but she scolded me and stormed off in a huff. Penny, I thought you were busy with your potions project. Couldn't miss an opportunity to meet the headmistress of Beauxbatons. Besides, I think I've on a break by now. As am I. I would like to introduce you to Madame Maxime. Likewise. Ariel warned me, but I didn't picture you being this huge. Excusez-moi. What the fuck did I say that for? The fuck, am I an idiot or what? That's hugely into fashion. So what brings you to Hogwarts, Madame Maxime? I had some school matters to discuss with Dumbledore. So I thought I would take this opportunity to escort Mademoiselle Dumont on her visit. Mademoiselle Dumont tells me you and Mademoiselle Hayward have been great hosts. To show my gratitude for showing her around and making her feel welcome, I would like to return the favor by showing you what life at Beauxbatons is like. That would be great. I'm sure you must have all sorts of questions about Beauxbatons. Are you all the students as Beauxbatons so attractive? Does say the Nicolas and Perenelle Femelle fountain on the grounds contains beautifying properties, like the legendary alchemist from the famous Witches and Wizards card. And his wife both went to Beauxbatons. The fountain was built and named in no honor. She knows everything there is to know about Nicolai Flamel, and his alchemist work. Would it not be better to instead let him experience the culture firsthand? We have taught you everything we can now. All that is left is for you to give it a try. Here goes. Oh, the strut. What the hell? Magnific. What? Magnific. I don't know French. You look like a true Beauxbatons student right now. Me too. I'm glad I decided to take a break from my work to come. There's still one last Beauxbatons custom you two must experience. Meet me at the training grounds. It is time to meet Beauxbatons' beloved Abrax Win horses. I have one of my own. But mine's a lot smaller. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Dan. I bred them myself. We, flying in a giant carriage pulled by a dozen Abraxans, is Beauxbatons' tradition. I had intended for you to simply meet Abraxes, but I'm afraid I must ask for another favor. Would you mind helping me attend to my Abrax? Since I assumed an attendant would be available to help care, but Dumbledore informs me that the keeper of the grounds, Hagrid, I believe his name was, is away on Hogwarts duty. I would be happy to help. In fact, I actually have experience working with an Abraxan, the magical creatures reserve, and I know my precious horses are in good care. I shall take care of the Abraxan's drink. They only take single malt whiskey, you know. And the rest I will leave up to you. Even while tending to the Abraxans, Ariel's been searching for something. What about Ariel? It's nothing, Penny. Just talking to myself. I find that hard to believe, considering you have been staring at Ariel this entire time. The truth is, Penny, I'm worried Ariel's lied about being interested in transferring to Hogwarts. In fact, I'm convinced she's really here to look for something. You must be mistaken or confused. It's not just me, Rowan thinks so too. He proposed the idea. Oh, on. You just don't know Ariel like I do. Spend some more time with her, and you'll see you have made a mistake. I just don't want you to get your expectations up about Ariel transferring to Hogwarts. But I just can't support you on this. I have a potions club meeting to get to. Mademoiselle Hayward girl, I had hoped to thank you both for doing a fine job. She had to run to a potions club meeting, but she said she would see you later. It's a pity we could not show you more of what Beauxbatons has to offer, but short of taking you there, I'm not sure what more we could do. Actually, there was a way I can experience Beauxbatons' curriculum without ever leaving Hogwarts. I always am. And it's settled. Make your preparations and we'll meet back in the courtyard. We're gonna duel her? What the hell? Remind me again why you want to duel Mademoiselle Domont. In a duel, you make use of everything you have learned to win, correct? So what better way to show what spells a Beauxbaton student in my year would learn than by dueling? That does make sense. As headmistress, I'm not sure I can allow this. Think of it as an opportunity for Ariel and me to learn from each other. Besides, you'll be here to supervise, and we'll keep it friendly and purely academic. Dane and Mademoiselle Domont may have a duel. Great, but before we begin, I thought we could make things interesting. You have my attention, so what do you have in mind? If I win, you must join me for lunch. But if you win, I'll show you around the hidden and secret parts of Hogwarts Castle. Alright, let's duel. Oh, this one's gonna be easy. Gonna fucking finish it off with just this one blow. And I called it. I can admit when I have lost. Good duel. Bravo. It is clear your studies here at Hogwarts are paying off. How do you approach a duel? What strategy do you most like to lose? I like to be sneaky when I duel. I tend to lower my opponent's guards and hit them when and where they are not expecting it. It is not the most honorable method, but I cannot deny that it is effective. Has served you well. I'm sure Ariel would appreciate some pointers if you have the time. But first, Ariel and I have a lunch date. Are you trying to ruin my appetite? But it did not work. Eat with a napkin in her lap, if that wasn't suspicious. Thanks for coming to lunch with me. Past the problem, it is not a problem. Though I cannot help but think you wasted your dual victory, trying to convince me these giant sandwiches are better than the lunches we eat at Beauxbatons is a lost cause. I asked to have lunch with you so we could talk about why you really came to Hogwarts. Whatever do you mean? It is just as Penny said. I am considering transferring to Hogwarts. You not believe me? Of course I don't believe you. You have been snooping around the entire time I've been showing you around Hogwarts. Do you seriously expect me to believe you are interested in switching schools when you haven't shown any interest in Hogwarts student life since you have got here? You may as well come clean. You can't fool me like you have fooled Penny. Not until I am sure I can trust you. You can, and I think you'll feel more comfortable confiding in me if we just talk a bit. But I cannot trust someone I basically don't know. Do you really think I would, Oh, I should just say I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, so I'll tell you why I really came. But not here. Let us go somewhere more private. Part 3, Ariel reveals the real reason she came to Hogwarts and requests your help in her search. This is better. No one will hear us out. He and anyone who sees us will think we just tending. I promise. To be honest, I was getting tired of keeping secrets. Let me get to this straight. You came to Hogwarts not because you're interested, but to find an alchemy artifact owned by Nicholas Flamel. Is rumored to have been hidden at Hogwarts. Says that possessing it will help you become a legendary alchemist too. No, being so cute, no. Of course not. As you can probably tell, I'm an awful liar. I would be a terrible spy. And that's just what a spy would want me to think. You must really love alchemy to come all this way to find something that may not even exist. Back at Beauxbatons, my older brother David is considered a prodigy. Because he is very talented, the professors dote on him and constantly compare me to him. I love my brother, but I am sick of being in his shadow. Finding the artifact will help me become a great alchemist. My brother and the school might be proud of me for once. Sometimes I think people expect me to be exactly like him. But this place is huge and it could be anywhere. I will never be able to find it by myself. You are going to help me search for the alchemy artifact? It sounds like I'm not going to be able to convince you to transfer, but I can still make sure you have a good experience. Then settled, I'll help you search. What are we looking for? I know whatever it is, it must be ancient and probably used in alchemy. Then it may be a good idea to start by checking Hogwarts records and books. Books and records for mentions of the artifact of Necrophamel is a good idea. Would the library not be more appropriate? But the librarian told me Flitwick borrowed the most comprehensive book on Nicholas Flamel. With any luck, he left it somewhere in here. There are mountains of books in this classroom. Will we know which one it is? I suppose we have no choice but to search through them all. Did you find the book? Not sure you're the Nicholas Flamel fan. Why don't you take a look? Probably the book, but unfortunately it seems to all be information I have read before. Did you find something? There was a photograph tucked in between these two pages that I have never seen before. It's posing with a man I do not recognize in what must be his workshop. Do you see anything that looks like it might be the artifact? There are all sorts of objects in the background. Runes, vials, crystal balls, tubes, chalice, a molder and petals, and a book with a phoenix on the cover. But I don't know much about alchemy. I would have to review to be certain. Then before we do anything else, we should probably learn more about alchemy and Nicholas Flamel. Talk to Professor Snape into teaching us with a little help from his star student Penny. Do we have to get Penny involved? You owe it to tell Penny the truth. If you are really as good as friends as you say, she'll understand. But I need to think of the right way to tell her. Alright, as long as you promise you to eventually tell her. Merci bien. Thanks a lot. Now let's get to convincing Snape about teaching us alchemy. Thanks for coming. I didn't want to interrupt your work. You're the only one who I know who convinced Snape to teach us alchemy. No, change your mind about me. I'm suspicious of you first. I'm sorry. No hard feelings. Why do you want Snape to teach you alchemy so badly? Are you and Ariel up to something? I was disappointed to learn I wouldn't be able to study alchemy for this trip. So I suggest we ask Snape. Though realistically, I don't even know if it's going to be possible to convince Snape to. Monsieur Snape, we were hoping you may teach us some alchemy since the class isn't taught now. And I'm not in the mood for jokes. It's barely competent basic potion making, let alone something more advanced. Isn't even a student here. Why should I waste my time teaching you alchemy? Since you didn't teach any alchemy in the class she sat in on, Ariel doesn't believe you know alchemy at all. Compared to what we have at Beauxbatons, you do not seem much of a potion master at all. You want to prove her wrong, don't you? To goad me into teaching you alchemy? Things just got a bit out of hand. You should have said so from the beginning. You are just about the only student who deserves to learn alchemy. For Harold's sake, I will teach you some rudimentary alchemy. If I find this is part of another one of your schemes, there will be consequences. Now let's get started. So one goal of alchemy is to create a philosopher's stone, which can turn metals into gold, and can be used to create an elixir of life, which can grant immortality as long as you drink it. He created the only known philosopher's stone in existence. He uses it to create elixirs of life that have kept him alive for over 600 years. And I thought Professor Dumbledore was old. If this basic information is beyond your capabilities, having the Philosopher's Stone itself could make you a good alchemist. What do you mean? If you bother to pick up a copy of Advanced Potion Making, you may know the answer to that. And I'm only in year 4. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Not for you. You would like to clean vials all day. I suggest you leave. How you say the best? No problem. You can even borrow my copy of Advanced Potion Making. I hate to leave so soon, but I better get back. Did he bring Penny's copy? She said we can keep it for as long as we would like. But why are you eager to read it? Does this have to do with what Snape said about your lack of alchemy talent? I would not take it personally. Seems like an odd, quite an unpleasant person. I think Snape said about the Philosopher's Stone improving your alchemy ability. It might be a clue about the identity of Nicholas Flamel's artifact. But in order to be sure, I need to read through Advanced Potion Making. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get reading. I found a passage on Philosopher's Stone. According to this, the Philosopher's Stone is theorized to grant mystical alchemical knowledge, making anything, even immortality, attainable. Possessing Nicholas Flamel's artifact helps you become a legendary alchemist. Doesn't that sound awfully similar to the effect of the Philosopher's Stone? But the artifact cannot be the actual Philosopher's Stone. You're right, there's no way the Philosopher's Stone would be hidden at Hogwarts. But what if it's something that's related to the Philosopher's Stone? Something involved with the making of the or use of the stone. Perhaps Snape mentioned that the Philosopher's Stone is used to create elixir of life. Could alchemy artifact be a cauldron or a potion bottle? The chalice. I do recall reading something about Nicholas Flamel preferring to drink his elixir of life from the chalice. This has to be the alchemy artifact. Hear what? I swear I just heard footsteps. May have walked in on us talking. Either that or we are being intentionally followed. I know where we can go. The hunt for Nicholas Flamel Chalice comes to an unexpected end with you and Ariel becoming closer and richer because of it. What is this place? A storage room? If Nicholas Flamel's chalice is in Hogwarts, there's a good chance that it's in this room. Do you really think someone is following us? It seems likely. I know I heard footsteps. But who wouldn't want to follow us around? Could be Madame Maxime. Perhaps she suspects you lied about the reason you wanted to come. If that is the case, I may want to actually transfer to Hogwarts. Regardless, I cannot let whoever it is distract me. Now, if I want to become a great alchemist, come, let us look around. I found plenty of ancient looking artifacts, but no chalice. It looks like the chalice isn't here. If the legends about it are true, the chalice would be a very valuable artifact. It is likely it would be kept somewhere hidden and well protected. Be in the coast vault, but then what's that? Wait, there it is again, footsteps. Sounds like whoever's been following us followed us in here. Don't worry, I have a plan. Good idea, Ariel. We should definitely search the courtyard next. Whoever's outside the door will hear you. Let's just say I have a plan to catch whoever's been following us. We have to get to the courtyard before our mysterious follower does. Gosh, it looks like we got here before whoever was following us did. How? You mentioned you had a plan to catch this person? Yes, if whoever it hasn't realized that we have caught on to them, we can hide and ambush them when they show up. If they don't come, they must have realized we're onto them, and we'll probably keep the distance from now on. We cannot safely keep searching for this chalice with someone following us. But before we expose our mysterious follower, we need to find a place to hide. Someone's coming quick, let's get into our hiding spot. I knew it would be Mula. Not very secret. They can easily see you if they just look. Now, where could they have gone? This is where they had said they would be. You are the one that's been following us. Can't go get a little fresh air without being accused of following someone? We all know that's a lie. We heard you mention you were looking for us. What we don't know is why. Because from the moment I saw Domont, I knew she was suspicious. When she joined with you and you got the private lesson from Snape, I knew for sure something was up. You have been following us for that long. I had to prove I could. I had to so I could prove I was right. And while I don't know what exactly you're up to, I know it's something. Is that really why you were following us? Why else would I follow you and Miss Beauxbatons around? I bet you're secretly jealous of Ariel. Of moi? I think Mila's upset that you have been getting more attention than her since you have arrived. It's possible that Mila sees you as a threat to her status as one of Snape's favorite students. It's even possible Mila's jealous that I have been spending all my time with you. That's absurd. Where did you get such rubbish ideas like that? Whatever you say, it doesn't matter. If you believe me, I'll drag you straight to Dumbledore if I have to. Artie wants to see Mademoiselle Dumont in his office. There is still so much I have to do before it's time to leave. Hold it right there, Monsieur Don. Dumbledore has asked for you as well. Now off you go. You asked to see us? Yes, I want to thank you for showing Miss Dumont around in Miss Hayward's stead. I hope you are enjoying your time. And I certainly have enjoyed spending time with Darkos and Penny. You are disappointed you haven't found what you are looking for. Let us just say that I'm good at reading people. I don't know is why you didn't come to me to begin with. I was so stupid, how could I have forgotten? Was the student and partner of Nicholas Flamel, then the young man standing next to Flamel in the photograph? Was me, yes. You studied alchemy alongside Nicholas Flamel. Can you tell us more? I'd be happy to. Clearly, you and Nicholas Flamel have spent a lot of time together. Indeed, in truth, I consider him more of a friend than a mere partner. Then, if anyone knows if Nicholas Flamel had a legendary chalice exists, it would be you. Was it really hidden here at Hogwarts? I'm afraid I cannot say. However, I can assure you that if it does exist, it is not at Hogwarts. Are you sure, Professor Dumbledore? It's possible you just forgot or misplaced it. I heard a rumor about a treasure hidden in a protected vault on Hogwarts grounds. I do know firsthand that there are secret vaults at Hogwarts, and they are supposed to contain treasures. Are you sure the chalice is not in one of them? But I need a chalice. I need it so I can become a great alchemist. If I do not become a great alchemist, I'll be stuck in my brother David's shadow forever. As far as I can tell, you already are a great alchemist, and believe me, I can recognize talent when I see it. I do, and I think you would too if you stopped comparing yourself to your brother and started appreciating your own talents. Same is true for you as well. Whether you are trying to live up to your brother's reputation or trying to live it down, you can't expect others to appreciate your accomplishments if you can't appreciate them yourself. Oui, merci beaucoup, Monsieur Dumbledore. From now on, I will pursue alchemy not to outdo my brother or to make others proud, but for myself. Now, if I recall, you don't have much time before you have to leave. I suggest you use all the remaining time to say your goodbyes. Go ahead, I'll meet you in the training ground to see you off. Ba ba ba. Ow, my fucking foot. Already collected the energy. I thought I could do it again since it showed it again. But I guess not. How did you talk with Penny go? I told her everything about why I had really came. I was pretty hurt to learn Ariel had been lying, and I'm disappointed that she's not actually interested. But after she explained to me why she did it, I understood and forgave her. And plenty of deliveries of apology macaroons. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks again for helping. We still have a little time before Madame Maxime returns from Dumbledore's office. Why don't we spend it chatting and playing with the Beauxbatons? Let's do it. Nice to see you again. Thank you once again. I hope you will consider visiting Beauxbatons one day so we can return the favor. I would love to visit Beauxbatons. Me too. I'd like to attend those potion classes you write so much about. You will love it. Plus, it would be good for you to experience what real cooking tastes like. Can I have a few moments? I will show you my favorite seed. Before I go, I wanted to give you this. It was one of my brother's Beauxbatons uniforms. I originally pinched it to cast the bedazzling hex on it, but I want you to have it just in case you decide to transfer one day. Now I can look and make an entrance like a real Beauxbaton student. Please take this as well. It is the trinket for your dormitory. It's beautiful, Ariel. Thank you. No, it is I who should be thanking you for all the help searching for the artifact. I may not have gotten what I came here for, but I got even better, a new friend. That means a lot to me. But what about Nicholas Flamel Chalice? I have not given up my search, but I'm going to focus more on developing the skills that I already have. If anyone can, it's you. I'm afraid we cannot wait any longer. It is all right. I'm ready. Au revoir, Penny, Doctors. I will be sure to wait you. Well then, thank you all for watching. Catch you next time, and peace.